Rox D. Xebec, the man, the myth, the lurking legend. A man who not only killed an admiral, not only covered Marie-Joie in Conqueror's hockey, but pulled up to Emu's house, yanked his chain, stole his whip, said he's coming back here, and what did Emu do? Sit in his empty cuck throne and do nothing.
Now Woody isn't doing nothing. Get the f*** out of here!
Elbaph is on fire right now, so let's break down the world's strongest man and his rampage in a land that he was never meant to enter. Anyway, before we get to the entree of this chapter, we get our appetizer. So if you're already full, just skip to that part. Loki is shocked about seeing honest to goodness many people. Thankfully, unlike Road, he doesn't undress them and then put them in his Legoland. Then we get some truly interesting mental gymnastics from Xebec. He thinks that Loki needs to recover from his injuries and deserves help, but immediately stabs the toddler. A very confusing guy. Or, Rox is just doing a little bit of trolling, He's a bit of a jester, a clown even. But still, that is crazy Loki upscale to just tank that hit, bro. Also, that last buddy, okay. Whew. Now this chapter, I'm not gonna lie, the narrator is in his bag, bro. He's dropping so many memorable lines. And next up, we get the swordsmanship conversation. Quite possibly the least hated, most level-headed conversation on One Piece Twitter. Oh, hey, Mihawk upscale.jpg. So yeah, bro, what are we doing here? How on earth could this possibly be Mihawk upscale? He was literally 5 at the time Rox died. So unless we get a newborn baby Loki situation and this dude was actually a boss straight out of the womb, this is utter nonsense. Poppycock even. And if toddler Mihawk was truly bending over Rox and giving him spankings with that black blade of his, fair enough, I'll get down on my hands and knees and spit shine those ugly black boots of his. Anyways, mentioning the fact that his sword swings made it look like a bomb was blown up. First of all, very confusing considering the previous chapter. I mean, that mountain was not blown up, that was precision cut like Odin. And this can only mean one of two things. Either he has utterly insane Ryu and Conqueror's coding, or this is legitimately insane Mr. 5 upscale. I think it's the former though. Okay, so now for the actual good stuff. Rox pulling up to Marie-Joie and kidnapping 5 kings. Just a total earnest boss. And then we get this insane cut to Emu coping about how kings don't mean much to Mu, and then Rox interrupts Emu in his Nefeltari goon cave, bro. This dude is unreal. Actually my goat. In fact, I'll put him above Roger even. This guy is top 1. And bro, he's only holding a pistol. Take out the steel, buddy. Also, Gunko is here, and I guess she cleans up the mess that Emu makes in his flower room. Poor girl. Please, Brooke, do something. Then he drops the fact that he was a big fan of Davy Jones. Me too, buddy. That was peak SpongeBob if you ask me. This man's got some good taste.
Davy Jones' locker! Davy Jones' locker? Why do I have to go there?
Then he drops the line that he will come back, which might be a little more fuel to the fire that this is Blackbeard multiple personality theory. In my mind, essentially confirms that Blackbeard is making it to Marie-Joie, and I'm thinking he will soon. Then he dips, and Emu just sits there in his empty cuck throne looking at pictures of Lily. She's just not into you, bro. Now either Buddy's just a real big lazy bones, or he was low-key scared of Rox. Maybe a panic attack like Joy Boy gave him. Now, humor me for a second, buddy. What if Xebec told his son Teach about Emu, which is why Blackbeard believes he can rule the world, because someone has actually done it. Plus, I think it's a safe assumption to say that Teach does know about his lineage because, well, Devon does. Would be kind of weird if this little lady knew, but the boss didn't. What this means is that Teach's end goal is to take out Emu, and everything he has done to this point has been in pursuit of that goal, likely why he specifically chose the Yami Yami and Gura Gura no Mi. So after the Goon Room, Rox finds Harold, and the two clash in a similar manner to Roger and Primebeard. Bro, this is insane. Harold gas from Oda. Like, bro, Kaido is so power cliffed. The strongest creature isn't even top 30 of all time. I'm dead. This isn't just insane Harold Glaze, but this is wild Loki upscale. Like you and I both know, the kids typically reach their parents in terms of power. So Loki is gonna be Yonko level, bro. How did Shanks whoop this guy? Though this does kind of kill the whole idea that Loki's joining the true Straw Hat, so I'm just gonna sit here and cope by saying he'll join the new giant warrior pirates. Please, Oda, please. And if I'm looking at this right, Rox single-handedly blocked an attack from an ancient giant. He's just using his left arm, buddy. He might even be a righty. Anyway, after the two sword fight, tipless touch in the park, and they decide to head out together. Rox wants to meet up again, but Harold would prefer not to and jumps off the red line. A simple no would have sufficed. Though just when we thought Rox was done terrorizing the true terrorists, the narrator dropped some more bangers, buddy. Even after emergency surgery, the admiral he fought still died, which to me implies that he didn't stealth him, because it would be weird to stealth someone and not double tap. Bro, the wording to me makes it sound like Rox made a true admiral into collateral. Insane. An admiral, bro. Whew. Also, buddy, I've seen some low IQ takes on whether the admiral was going all out or not. Oh, but if he went all out, he could damage the Holy Land. So it was better just lay down like a dog and die and let Rox do what likely would be more damage to the Holy Land. Yeah, that makes so much sense. Even the biggest celestial dragon, lapdog, and goat bull would rather live than die, in my opinion at least. Then if we thought these feats weren't enough already, this was rookie Rox. He had no crew, no money, no ship, so he decided to hijack Marie Joie. Dude, this guy's unbelievable. Oda, incredible cinema, absolutely perfect words on paper here. So now, with the ship and an economy crashing level of wealth, he decides to start doing Davy bag fights to win his crew, which implies to me that he was soloing entire crews that contained a young Whitebeard. Oh, and when I say young, I'm not talking like a tadpole baby beard. He would have been somewhere between 18 and 26 during this time. So at bare minimum, like the ball is on the floor, that's how low it is. Yonko Commander 1 tier, I'd assume. Plus, bro, we see Rox boxing it up with Don Chinzhao? I don't know, he's boxing him up, bro. He got the two gloves on, left, right, boom. My God, I've never seen Roger box up, that's all I'm gonna say. Dude, Oda, please give us Garp versus Rox Xebec, bro. The greatest boxing fight of all time.
Come on, Blue House!
Oh, and if you zoom in a little bit, that bounty poster, doesn't it look a little familiar, a little silly, a little goofy, even clownish, if you will. That's Buggy. That dude's Buggy the Clown's dad. That white hair, it's blue. Bro, they have to be related, dude. There's just, please, Oda. I mean, he could even have the chop fruit for all we know. Like, the island, right? We get Rox's OG6 members, his East Blue group, if you will. First up, Shiki the Yakuza. Now, the Yakuza part is quite intriguing. This means he's from Wano, right? Like, Yakuza are Japanese type thugs. This dude is from Wano, right? Then Stussy, Newgate, Don Marlon the Gangster, bro. What a name, buddy. That is actual flames, Oda. We need more mob bosses in the story like Don Marlon, huh? Then we finally see Ochiko. And, bro, you're telling me it took all of Blackbeard's crew, Kobe, and Law to take this dude down, bro. Bro, how strong are the Rox pirates? That's insane, dude. Oh my goodness. And last and likely least, Gang Zhui. They're chatting it up, basically saying that just because they follow Rox around doesn't mean they actually follow Rox around. Similar to Teach, they are built off of mutual interest. So is Whitebeard a Kuzan analog then? Assuming Kobe is Garp, Luffy is Roger, I think that would make Kuzan Whitebeard, which might just imply a little switcherooski for allegiance in the new generation of God Valley, right? While his crew are feasting, Xebec is asking Harold to join the crew, and honestly, Harold saying no might legitimately be the only reason Garp and Roger won. Like, another Yonko tier character on the Rox Pirates, quite frankly, it might have been over. Harold asks Xebec what the end goal is, and Rox says the world, which Loki overhears. Bro, you were just too much of a big body to be snooping around like that. Like, you were literally an elephant in the room, buddy. Rest. Then the chapter ends with the narrator still in his bag, saying that 4 years later, the crew would finally be able to make their moves. Now, this is currently 44 years before the modern era, which puts us 6 years prior to God Valley. If we genuinely follow Rox until then, bro, I won't even have words. Oda has perfected flashbacks. This is the most invested I've been in One Piece since the good old rooftop era. Elbaph has been incredible. So yeah, that's the video. If you enjoy this incredibly high effort back-breaking content, subscribe. We are either at or like 1 away from 200, so please help a brother out.
Let's up those numbers!
And also let me know your thoughts on what's going to happen in the next chapter. I love talking on the internet. See ya.